Ah yes, ladies and gentlemen, Enoch Godongwana, the man whose skin is thinner than a cheap one-ply toilet paper roll. The finance minister so emotionally fragile that he decided to raise VAT just because a few people in parliament hurt his poor little feelings. Before we continue, if you're loving the content and want to take things to the next level, why not consider joining the channel? As a member, you'll unlock some seriously awesome perks. We're talking exclusive badges, emojis to flex in the comments, sneak peeks of upcoming videos, and even special shoutouts during the show. Plus, you'll be directly supporting the channel so I can keep bringing you the best content possible. Just hit that join button below and take your seat among the legends. And hey, if you're not ready to join, no worries. Your likes, comments, and shares still mean the world to me. Thanks for being here, and let's keep this party going. As the man himself said, the 2% is not their invention, it's mine. I plead guilty. I woke up one day and said, no, everybody has been attacking me about austerity. I said I'm sick and tired of being attacked for austerity. This time I'm going to raise tax. That's right, folks. This guy woke up one morning absolutely sick of people calling him out on his pathetic excuses for economic management, and his genius solution: make everyone else suffer for it. You want to call me out on austerity? Fine. I'll just hike VAT and make every South African's life even more miserable. Because you see, when you're a sore loser like Godongwana, the perfect way to get back at your critics is to punish the entire population. Forget problem solving, forget accountability, forget leadership. Just double down on being a whiny little brat. Duncan, I want 2% VAT right now. Are you sure, Minister? Yes. But Minister, what about the people? The poor, the economy? I don't care. They hurt my feelings, Duncan, and I will have my revenge. Yeah, because that's exactly what we need right now. A finance minister making financial decisions like a toddler who just got his toy taken away. And let's not pretend this is his only embarrassing moment. Oh no, Mr. I Can't Handle Criticism has a long history of being utterly useless at his job. Whether it's making careless statements about how well things are supposedly going while the country is drowning in poverty and unemployment, or just plain screwing up every chance he gets. It's like this guy's whole career is just one long list of how to ruin a country's economy for dummies. And guess what, folks? He's the self-proclaimed author. Step 1. Cry when people criticize you. Step 2. Raise taxes to spite everyone who dares question your incompetence. Step 3. Blame the citizens for not appreciating your so-called brilliance. Because at the end of the day, Enoch Godongwana isn't a finance minister. He's a fragile, petty, tantrum-throwing man-child who thinks leadership is about punishing people when things don't go his way. But hey, let's give him some credit. At least he's honest about one thing. He's not even trying to help South Africa. He's just here to settle a grudge match with anyone who dares to criticize his pathetic performance. Enoch Godongwana, the man who wakes up in the morning, rolls out of bed and thinks, how can I make life worse for the citizens today? And then actually does it. Truly, a masterclass in financial incompetence. And we're all just here to suffer the consequences of his delicate little ego. Good job, Enoch, good job. You know, the real tragedy isn't just the fact that Godongwana thinks raising taxes is an act of heroism. It's that he's genuinely convinced he's doing a good job. I mean, how far up your own backside do you have to be to think, the economy's on life support, I know. Let's make people's lives even worse by jacking up the VAT. Congratulations, Enoch. You're not just bad at your job, you're creatively bad, innovatively terrible, a trailblazer in economic destruction. I'm sick and tired of being attacked for austerity. This time I'm going to raise tax. Aw, poor little Enoch, so upset that people called him out for his pathetic austerity measures. So instead of fixing anything, he decides to just throw a nationwide temper tantrum and slap everyone with more taxes. And let's talk about this so-called bravery of his. Because when Duncan asked him, "Minister, are you sure? Are you really going to do this?" Godongwana responded with the confidence of a toddler declaring he's going to run away from home and live on chocolate. This man was so offended by a few politicians criticizing him that he's willing to drag the entire country down with him just to make a point. And they call this guy a leader? Let's take a moment to appreciate just how deeply incompetent Godongwana is. I mean, this is the same genius who can't even figure out how to stimulate economic growth without bleeding the population dry. His grand solution to every problem? Tax, tax, and more tax. Because why bother fixing a broken system when you can just drain more money from the already starving population? And it's not like this VAT hike is going to magically fix the disaster he's been presiding over. Oh no, it's just another desperate attempt to cover up his sheer incompetence. Are you tired of having money in your wallet? Sick of being able to afford basic necessities? Well, worry no more. Introducing the all-new Godongwana VAT hike TM. The perfect way to make sure your money goes straight into a black hole of government incompetence. Side effects may include extreme poverty, starvation, unemployment, and a sudden urge to scream at the sky in sheer frustration.
Check one, check.
And you know the best part? He's acting like he just achieved something remarkable. Like he's some kind of economic genius for coming up with the most unimaginative, lazy, and spiteful solution possible. You're telling me this guy gets paid to ruin the country's economy and we're just supposed to sit here and accept it? Oh no, my friend, not today. Godongwana, you've proven once and for all that you don't actually care about the people of this country. You care about your fragile ego. You care about making yourself look like a tough guy, when really, you're just a whining man-baby throwing a fit because you can't handle criticism. Minister, are you sure you want to raise the VAT by 2%? Yes, Duncan, I'm not changing, I'm forging ahead. Wow, what a hero, so strong, so determined, so breathtakingly stupid. Coming to a broke, devastated country near you. Enoch Godongwana's legendary Tantrum tour. Watch as he blames everyone but himself for his failures, starring Duncan, the only guy with half a brain trying to stop him. Too bad Duncan's talking to a brick wall. You see, when most leaders face criticism, they do this magical thing called self-reflection. You know, thinking about what they could do better, but not Enoch. Oh no. His version of self-reflection is looking in the mirror and saying, "Everyone else is wrong. I'll just punish them all." It's like if your kid throws a tantrum, breaks all the plates, and then demands you buy them a new toy as a reward. That's Godongwana's economic policy in a nutshell. Oh, the people are upset? Better make them suffer even more to prove a point. Minister, this 2% VAT thing, it's going to crush the poor. Are you sure about this? Yes, Duncan, do it now. I'm tired of being called out for austerity. If I can't make them like me, I'll make them suffer instead. That'll show them. Duncan was probably sitting there like, wow, I work for a guy whose problem-solving skills are about as sophisticated as a toddler trying to build a spaceship with crayons and glue sticks. Let's be real here. Enoch Godongwana doesn't care about South Africans. The man doesn't even pretend to care. He's too busy playing the victim while simultaneously trying to screw over the very people he's supposed to be helping. And it's not like this 2% VAT hike is going to magically fix the economy. Oh no. It's just going to squeeze the lifeblood out of ordinary people while the fat cats in government continue to feast like parasites. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow for another roasting session, when we will tackle Fikile and Balula, as well as the first edition in our series about Johanna Brand and Siener van Rensburg.